So I thought it would be useful to have a little video just to show you how to unmould a candle. This is a pillar candle that's made with soil wax in one of the plastic moulds. So the first thing you need to do is unwind the wick from the top of the candle and get rid of the pin. And then at the other end you need to remove the putty. This is one of the reasons that we prime the wick while we dipped it in the wax before we made the candle, so that the putty doesn't stick to the actual wick. It's very sticky stuff, but because there is a coating of wax on there, when we take that away, the putty is quite easy to just remove from the wick. It doesn't stick to it. Now hopefully when we've done that, we're going to be able to release the candle just by having a look at the bottom, and if you give it a gentle squeeze, sometimes you'll just see it releasing from the side. Sometimes you need to do this around the edge. Sometimes it just needs a little tap on the table, just gently, and it will come down. And you can use the wick very carefully. To pull it. Okay, that one's released quite easily. If you're having trouble with it releasing, there's a bit of it just cracked off there. If you're having trouble with it releasing, the best thing to do is put it in the fridge to cool the wax down. So you might remember from the session I talked about when the wax cools, it actually shrinks. So don't be tempted to think you've got to heat it up to get it out. What you actually want to do is you want to cool it down. So putting it in the fridge is the best option. A little bit of mine did crack off. That must have been stuck to the side. So I can just, with a pair of scissors or a knife, I can just carve that down a little bit. Okay, so you've got your candle out the mould. You need a sharp pair of scissors for this bit. So at the end you need to trim the wick off completely, and then check that the candle stands up nice and straight and upright. And then at this end you want to cut the wick, always cut it to 5mm. Now that's really quite small. If you're not sure what 5mm is, you could check on a ruler what 5mm is. So it's actually just that. Can you see that there? 1/2 centimetre. It's quite small. And this is so that we don't have the wick too big to start off with, because we don't want too much of a big flame. When you cut it, people often think it looks too short, but that's actually the correct height for your candle. And it's a good thing to remember when you're actually burning your candle as well. Once you've had it on for a while, you want to burn it for an hour or so with a pillar candle, and then when you blow it out, you'll notice that the wick has got longer. So then what you want to do is trim it down to 5mm again before you light it. Okay, really hope you enjoy burning your candle.